Mike and Ryan are good alternates. We are working to get more information from police. Stay with WWJ for the latest on this story. Reporting live, Summer Hooper, WWJ News Radio 950.
A landmark day in Detroit as the final weld of the M1 rail take place. WWJ's John Hewitt is along the queue line with the latest. Good afternoon, John.
Hi there, Ross. A bit later than originally planned, over 2 years into the queue line construction, but you're right, another milestone has been reached with the final weld. So now all of the rails, 6.6 miles in all when you count both sides of Woodward Avenue, is complete, fully connected, all the way from Larned downtown up to Grand Boulevard. Here's M1 Rail Chief Operating Officer Paul Childs.
We all knew we'd get here, and we understood that, we said a long time ago that it's a long journey from hate to love, 27 months, right? From hate to love. Okay, once we open up the road, okay, we'll be open up by the Thanksgiving Day Parade. It'll be open to traffic. Everybody's starting to see a whole new landscape here.
Now, just because the rails are in place, there is still plenty to do. Cement work, testing, driver training. As you heard Paul say, some of the rail cars you'll be seeing going up and down Woodward and after the holiday into December. But actual full operation will not be until April of 2017. Reporting live and local along Woodward, John Hewitt, WWJ News Radio 950.
WWJ News Time is 1:05.
Words before Congress on auto safety issues more than 50 times. Jeff Gilbert, WWJ News Radio 950.
Donald Trump is the president-elect, so what do some local business owners think? Well, we get that answer from our City Beat reporter, Vicki Thomas.
Christina Lovio-George, not just talking, her concerns are based on history. She's the CEO of Lovio-George Communication, based in Detroit for 34 years.
I have been through 4 recessions as a business owner. They've all been under Republican presidents, so I have to tell you that I'm fastening my seatbelt on that account. It hits small business hardest when that happens. I'm hopeful that because he has been in business, he'll tune into some of those needs for capital, for investment, for integration of all of our talent.
Vicki Thomas, WWJ News Radio 950.
Today is Veterans Day, and falling on its heels is National Homeless Awareness Week, which starts tomorrow. WWJ's Crystal Knight tells us about one local organization that has helped decrease the number of homeless vets in Detroit. Crystal?
Russ, on this Veterans Day, it's good news from the Homeless Action Network of Detroit.
Veterans who are experiencing homelessness, those numbers are coming down, and I'm really excited about that.
Allison Peltier is Administrative Assistant for the Homeless Action Network of Detroit. She believes the decrease in homelessness is partly due to the crisis spreading to a wider demographic.
One of the things might be because so many of our regular working class folks are experiencing homelessness or on the verge of homelessness, and it's becoming more apparent.
Peltier says although there's still a lot of work to be done, they're happy about the overall 20% decrease in homelessness in Metro Detroit. Reporting live, Crystal Knight, WWJ News Radio 950.
WWJ News Time is 1:08. Time for traffic and weather together on the 8th. And Lorna, what's happening on the roads right now?
Well, we now have word that Mound Road northbound at 17 Mile Road has reopened. The accident has now cleared, and again, things are moving very well in that area per police. Again, that's Mound Road northbound at 17 Mile Road. It had been shut down due to an accident involving a funeral procession, and we want to thank Traffic Tipster Marty for giving us a heads up on that as well. Now, Davison westbound at 75, that accident has cleared, but still watching a problem in Washtenaw County, Dixboro at Geddes Road. An accident, it's passable, but be careful there. 275 southbound at M14, they're trying to clear an accident, but we have slow traffic through the AAA jam cams from about 6 Mile Road. In the 24-hour traffic center, I'm Lorna Stevens.
The result of a rash, but without any follow-up testing. A survey of almost 300 general practitioners and internists found that 80% of them never had their patients tested to see if they actually had a penicillin allergy. The researchers recommend you get tested because more than 90% of patients with a penicillin allergy can tolerate penicillin-like antibiotics. Dr. Deanna Lights, WWJ News Radio 950.
WWJ News Time is 1:12. A tree trimming mishap in Bloomfield. went to retrieve more gear from their truck.
They had left him for approximately 5 minutes to go get other equipment, and at that time he was still up in the tree. He was wearing a harness, he was tied in, and then they came back, and the gentleman, one of the co-workers, found him on the ground not breathing.
The man died at the scene. Police and the state are investigating, but Clayson says a frayed or broken rope in the man's safety harness might have led to his fall. Something new at stores across Metro Detroit today. The Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign is beginning. You'll see bell ringers, including veteran Jack Matthews, and kettles at various stores now through Christmas weekend. The Salvation Army is hoping to collect $8.4 million. The money will be used to feed and house those in need and help fund after-school and drug alcohol rehab programs. Researchers at Michigan State University have gone into a seed vault